Ha guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Stephen Curry makes 4,000th career triple and Warriors win over Kings. The Golden State Warriors beat the Sacramento Kings 130-104 at the Chase Center in San Francisco, California on Thursday night. The victory tasted even sweeter because the hosts' future Hall of Famer Stephen Curry knocked down 2 triples to reach 4. On this front in his career, it has been a week since the speculations began over when Curry would reach this milestone. Understandably, no team wanted to be on the other side of the floor when he did it, and the Kings were no exception. That explained the visitors' defensive strategy of containing Curry outside the three-point line at all costs, including leaving other Warriors wide open. The Kings may not be a strong defensive team, but they have acceptable resources to guard Curry. 2.03 m tall athletic Keegan Murray and 1.98 meters tall point of attack defender Ken Ellis. Wherever Curry was denying him the ball was the first priority for the defender on him. Double teaming would come immediately if he tried to call for a screen, even if when he did it 2 steps from the logo. His first field goal FG came over 4 minutes into the first quarter when Draymond Green assisted for a reverse layup. 2 minutes later, Jonathan Kuminga, in his first appearance in over 2 months, set up for Curry to drain a triple. The Kings further enhanced their defense on Curry, limiting him to taking only 2 shots from the field in the second quarter, and he missed both. Meanwhile, the rest of the Warriors shot 16,431 in G. They outscored the opponent 61-51 in the first half. The historic moment came at 8:19 in the third quarter. His pass to Moses Moody was almost intercepted by Malik Monk, but Moody received it and passed back to Curry, who was open for seconds due to defensive chaos. He dodged trail eyes and released the ball before DeMar DeRozan came to block. The shot went right into the hoop, making him the first in NBA history to reach 4,000 triples. James Harden, who is second on the list, has made 127 triples. It was also the 11th time for Curry to make at least 253 pointers in one season. He drained over 300 triples in one season 5 times, including knocking down a record 402 during the 2015-16 campaign. He is also the all-time leader in the number of games in which he has made more than 7, 8, 10 and 10 triples. Superstar guard Stephen Curry has added another remarkable achievement to his resume, with the 2x MVP officially hitting his 4,000th career three-pointer during the third quarter of the Golden State Warriors matchup with the Sacramento Kings at Chase Center on Thursday night. Curry made his 3,999 career triple from a beautiful drive and kick from the returning Jonathan Kuminga in the first quarter, but had to wait until the third period to reach the 4:00 mark. On a slightly broken play, Curry was found by another young teammate in Moses Moody before pump faking on trail eyes and burying the sidestep wing 3. It doesn't seem that long ago that Curry made history by surpassing Ray Allen in a historic night at Madison Square Garden in December 2021. Curry's 2,973 career 3, assisted by now former teammate Andrew Wiggins, made him the league's leading three-point shooter of all time. The fact the near 37-year-old has since made over 1,000 more threes just goes to show the gap between the greatest shooter of all time and everyone else in NBA history. Former MVP James Harden passed Allen for the second most threes of all time in November, but the 35-year-old still sits nearly 900 threes behind Curry. Damian Lillard is currently 4th in all-time rankings, but is over 1,200 made threes behind Curry, while longtime Splash brother Klay Thompson ranks 5th with 2,667 career-made triples, most of which came with the Warriors. Given it's taken just over 3 years for Curry to go from 3,000 to 4,000, it's not unforeseeable to see him remarkably reach 5,000 career three-pointers. The 11x All-Star is contracted with Golden State for another 2 seasons, but did tell 95.7 The Game on Wednesday that "I'd like to outplay that for sure. There might be another three-point battle that Curry has his eye on in the short term, with a three-way contest for who will lead the league in most threes this season. Minnesota Timberwolves star Anthony Edwards currently leads the way with 262 made triples, while Malik Beasley is a surprise second name on the list, just one behind the former number 1 overall pick Jonathan Kuminga. A return has quietly coincided with Warriors losing. Intriguing for forward Jonathan Kuminga is set to make his return to the Golden State Warriors on Thursday night against the Sacramento Kings, having missed the last 31 games due to a severe ankle sprain suffered on January 4. But while Kuminga will be active to face the Kings, there's another former top 10 pick who won't be after 8 games with the Warriors over recent weeks. Kevin Knox's second 10-day deal officially expired following Monday's win over the Portland Trail Blazers. There was a thought that Golden State would secure KNX to a rest-of-season contract, with teams unable to sign players for more than 2 10-day deals. However, that doesn't appear to have been the case yet, meaning Steve Kerr will not have the former 9th overall pick available on the bench if needed. Knox didn't see too much rotation opportunity anyway, even in Kuminga's absence, having last played for the Warriors against his former team in the New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden last week. The 25-year-old forward played just over 12 minutes in that game, with his performance coming against the Charlotte Hornets on February 25 when he had 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal and 2 blocks in less than 15 garbage time minutes. Golden State may not have made a decision on Knox just yet, but the CBA rules will force them to make a signing one way or another in less than 2 weeks without Knox on a contract there. Warriors only have 13 players in the main roster, which can only remain the case for a maximum of 2 weeks at a time and 28 total days over the course of the season. It remains likely that the franchise does sign Knox to a rest-of-season contract, and that they're simply waiting until they truly have to in order to save some dollars. The 7-year NBA veteran has not returned to the G League at this stage, with Santa Cruz recording a big 145-111 victory over the Orlando Magic at Silver Spurs Arena on Wednesday. Knox earned his opportunity thanks to some incredibly impressive G League form, having averaged 25.3 points and 8.8 rebounds on over 52% shooting from the floor and 44% from three-point range in 12 regular season games. A combination of size, athleticism and shooting certainly made Knox an intriguing option, but for now his future with the Warriors is in a state of limbo. Warriors could add star freshman shooter from Duke to Steph Curry's backcourt in 2025 NBA draft. Steph Curry will keep firing up shots from long range for as long as he's in there. NBA: the Golden State Warriors might look to add a shooting partner next to Curry. According to ESPN's latest NBA Draft 2025 mock selections, Golden State currently only holds the number 42 overall pick, but this particular mock draft shows an intriguing talent making it to Golden State. Duke freshman Isaiah Evans. Evans is the least heralded of the Blue Devils' 4 standout freshmen, the other 3 of whom ESPN predicts to be top 10 picks, including number 1 Cooper Flag. That doesn't mean Evans isn't talented. To the 6'6" guard is shooting a ridiculous 44.4% from three-point range. He plays only 14.1 minutes per night, but has been that impressive in recent action that his NBA-level shooting skill set could get him to the league in 1 season if he wants to go. Evans is averaging 7.7 points per game on the season, but he has scored double figures in 5 of his last 7 games as he closes the season strong. The Warriors picked up this second-round pick when they traded Dennis Schroeder to the Nets, who had already acquired the selection from the Heat, meaning its place in the second round will depend on how the Heat finished the season. And you fan, what do you think about Isaiah Evans' situation? Write to us in the comments.